Parliament burnt, minister beaten up. At least 19 killed, hundreds injured in protests.
This is Devarati Chakraborty. Let us understand Nepal's political turmoil in a better way. Gyanendra Shah, the last monarch of Nepal, was not accepted by the people very positively. During his reign, Nepal saw dismissal of parliament, jailing of journalists, jailing of politicians, and these actions of Gyanendra Shah were not seen very positively by the people. People considered these actions to be arbitrary, and hence there were lots of protests, demonstrations, after which monarchy was abolished in Nepal. But now the most surprising fact:
some months back, Nepalis were on streets with a strong demand for re-establishing monarchical system in Nepal.
Now the question is, when the Nepalis themselves laid to the abolishing of monarchical system in Nepal, why was there another demand where they only wanted a reinstating or a re-establishment of the same monarchical system? Well, this time their demand was that in Nepal, a constitutional monarchy would be established, with Nepal being a parliamentary democracy. Actually, people could understand it very well that the whole system in the so-called democratic Nepal was being operated in such a manner where certain laws and the loopholes in those laws could not effectively prevent the corruption in the country. For example, CIAA, Commission for Investigation of Abuse of Authority, was not entitled to investigate into any matter related to the policy decisions already passed by the cabinet. So this is a clear example that shows us how certain loopholes in Nepal's laws made the country seriously vulnerable to corruption.
Bhutanese refugee scam, Lalita Niwas land scam, Giribandhu tea estate scam.
In all these cases, there was a clear involvement of prominent politicians and prominent ministers in Nepal. So now the thing is that when on one side Nepal was being brutally ravaged by corrupt ministers, by corrupt politicians whose kids were flaunting extravagant lifestyles, on the other hand in Nepal existed another population that comprised of the commoners, that comprised of the youth who were suffering from serious problems like inflation, unemployment, and lack of overall development in the country. So these people were expressing their resentment through the social media platforms by making posts with hashtags Nepo baby, Nepo kids that actually showed the economic disparity. And now in all these circumstances, an outright ban on the social media apps was seen by the Nepali people as an outright attack, as an outright abuse on their only remaining weapon, their voice. As a result, the Gen Z came on roads, they started protests and demonstrations. Actually, this is the explosion of a resentment that has developed over a very long time. And now the thing is that Sushila Karki has taken the oath as the new interim leader, and in her oath she has also mentioned about the goals to build a country which will be free from corruption, that will have a good governance, and obviously that will aim at economic equality. So let's hope for the best. Thank you so much.